You guys want to cheer for Jason too? Come on, Jason! Jason! Bye-bye! If you guys know something, I think all you people are insane because
look in the mirror!
You keep hoping, you keep doing the same thing. People come out here and they try to stop the Klan, but then they get carried out.
It's the Klan, not the Klan!
That's the definition of insanity, thank you very much.
It's the Klan!
So, let me get this straight. Everybody seen Exile, right? Oh, where's your hero? He didn't show up for you guys? I'm sorry. But look what I found on my doorstep. Imagine my surprise when I woke up in the morning to get the newspaper and I find the Pacific Northwest heavyweight title.
You can't even read, Hess!
It sounds to me like somebody got smart and didn't want to step in the square circle against Wade the Crippler Hess. You don't have to love me, people, but you gotta respect this right here.
Since Exile isn't going to show up after the beating, Drexl gave him last one. He was afraid that Hess was going to put him on the injury. So he knocked off the title. So go ahead and make the announcement that your new Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion is Crippler Wade Hess.
No, you are not. He has till match time, at least 90 minutes from now. If he doesn't show up, I don't know, but I think he might be here. So until then, stays with me. You know, I'm getting fed up with you, and you think you're off for the night? No, you have a match right now.
All right, fans. The referee for this contest, Jerry Robinson. Introducing Drexel's opponent from Portland, Oregon, Radford.
running down.
Go, Drexel!
All right, Nick, stop!
Yes, Jonas!
All right, wrestling fans, we joined this match in progress. Some technical difficulties, but we have solved them. Welcome to DOA Doomsday, our opening match here. Nick Radford taking on the devil himself, Drexel. And for those of you who saw the interview with the Clan, there are obviously some controversial things going on with Exile. He has not shown up to the building yet. However, the Clan showed up, and Wade the Crippler has had the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title belt, claiming that Exile left it on his doorstep. I hardly can believe that. Obviously, something happened, but we're not exactly sure what. And Kevin Brand has given Exile until bell time for his match to show up to defend the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title. In the meantime, in the ring right now, you have Drexel, the sick and twisted mind behind the Clan, taking on rookie Nick Radford, a member of the tag team known as Next Gen. And I'll give it to Nick Radford. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. He won't back down from a challenge. And this is certainly one of the biggest challenges he's had so far. As you can see, Drexel in the ring, making an example of Radford, but don't count this young man out. He has got tremendous intestinal fortitude, but right there, that'll knock the intestinal fortitude right out of you. Stiff knee right to the side of the head. Drexel only able to get two on him, though. And now he's going with the necktie, using Radford's own body against him. And he's planting that knee in the upper shoulder area to create more pressure. Trying to cut off the oxygen, the flow of oxygen from the brain.
Sorry, I missed. What a miss.
You have missed so far. Drexel taking the measure of rookie Nick Radford. I'm joined by G-Shock, ring announcer extraordinaire, as well as my color commentating partner.
I just make funny jokes. That's all I do.
Well, right now the joke might be on Nick Radford, but what about Exile? He has not shown up to the building yet. Nobody's been able to get a hold of him this week. We don't know what's going on, but Wade Hess shows up with the Pacific Northwest title belt, claims that Exile left it on his doorstep, which I really have a hard time believing.
Well, I had a harder time believing that Hess is going to go out and get the morning paper, because I'm not sure he can read. That's a little bit more fishy to me than Exile dropping it off. Okay, well, that's a good argument. On the other hand, I would think that he would have people doing that for him at least. Ducks under the clothesline. There's a jumping backbreaker version of a code breaker by Nick Radford out of desperation. Got to make something out of something, you know what I mean?
Right now, Radford trying to clear the cobwebs and get it back. He's got to get up. He's moving real slow right now. He's really good. He's taking a lot of punches. Nice clothesline, though.
Good back elbow.
Drop kick hits Drexel right in the chest. He needs to get back up on him, though. He might have taken too much punishment so far.
Well, remember, He's a rookie. He's got a lot to learn.
Well, you have no choice. Whoa! He catches Drexel coming off the second turnbuckle with a release northern right suplex. But right now, Radford's offense is just defense.
Oh, but isn't the best defense a good offense, or is it vice versa?
Well, right now, Radford needs to string together a series of maneuvers to get Drexel down and incapacitated.
Well, so far so good.
5 minutes gone.
Knee to the jaw, though, as Radford probably should have just moved in on him right there and not taken so much time. Drexel with a hard knife-edge chop. Up and over. Nicely done by Radford. Takes a kick, though, right to the midsection. Goes down hard.
Right when he thinks he's got something going, Drexel cuts him off.
And now Drexel going with his patented finishing hold.
Into the Koji clutch.
And I'm not sure Nick Radford can handle much more of this. It looks like he's going down.
That's one.
Arm goes up once.
That's two.
Twice. And that's it. A good effort by Nick Radford. And if this is any indication of how the night's going to go for the Clan, unfortunately, young Nick Radford had to be made an example of. So much going on tonight at DOA Doomsday. We're going to have more action for you. So don't go away. Stay tuned for DOA Doomsday.
DOA came at a good point in my wrestling career where I had spent about 3 years. I didn't work out, or I didn't take wrestling very seriously. I guess to me it was kind of a joke. And then I saw these guys putting all this effort and all this work in this promotion, and like really watched them build it from the ground up. And I was in my head, I was like, well, I want to be working as hard as they are, as hard as they're working for this company. I want to be working that hard on myself.
Once I found out that all these quality wrestlers and all these people that I respected decided to start their own thing, I got really excited, and I jumped right on board, I was there at the first show at Rock and Roll Pizza.
Well, DOA was running for about, I would say, 3 or 4 months before I started. I had actually taken a break for a little while, and I got a call, and they asked me to come in, and it was with the same group of guys that I've trained with and worked many promotions with. So it wasn't like I was coming into a new group of guys that I wasn't comfortable with or anything like that.
DOA has a feel like no other promotion I've been in, and that's not knocking any other promotion I work with. It's just everyone has a different feel. Theirs is the one that I enjoy because it's more of a laid back, but also serious at the same time. And I know that sounds it's an oxymoron, but it is the truth. I mean, I feel that I can be more myself when I'm in the locker room, and I'm always myself. I don't have to worry about stepping on any toes or but in certain locker rooms it's all business all the time, and that's fine, and that's this one's more boys being boys, and a good feel, and it makes me feel like when I was competing back in school with sports.
I did give you. We don't even have a match.
Let's get right to the fact of the matter, and the matter of the fact is this. The reason that each and every one of you showed up here tonight is to see me. I actually have a problem with the shenanigans that's been going on around this establishment. I don't like the fact that Turncoat G-Shock is out here. You absolutely disgusted me 2 months ago, and I had no idea why you would even address yourself. So, as you can see, what the hell are you doing out here?
You know something? I'm not putting up with the Klan. I sure in the hell ain't putting up with you guys. You don't have a match.
What do you mean I've got?
I'm not going to assault anybody.
And Kevin George's opponent from Portland, Oregon, he's one of the next gen, Josh Alexander.
Welcome back to DOA Main Event Pro Wrestling presents DOA Doomsday. I am joined by the current DOA heavyweight champion, Jeremy Blanchard, who, seeing this guy out here, Mr. Ulala, has really got to...
Yeah, no, I'm not a happy guy right now, seeing Mr. Ulala all of a sudden come out of hiding after he did what he did last week and had a hand in breaking my foot. See how I did that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, to be honest with you, though, he was instrumental in having Ethan HD break my foot, which is, another obstacle I'm going to have to hurdle in tonight's main event.
And I want to talk about tonight's main event. Right now we've got a match with gentleman George Michael and Josh Alexander, the rookie from the team Next Gen. We just saw his tag team partner go down to Drexel of the Clan. But tonight's main event, how's the foot? How do you...
It's broken. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know, the reason why I'm being upfront and honest with you fans out there now is because I ugly can't hear this. He doesn't know what I'm saying right now. He won't hear this until after it's over. So my foot's broken. And I wouldn't trust gentleman George, but hey, whoa! Look at the newcomer! Look at him! Did he learn something overnight?
Somebody's been watching tapes. Somebody's been watching tapes.
You gotta love it when a young kid like that actually pulls a trick out of the oldest trickster in the book.
Right
exactly. There. And actually made him look stupid for once. I love it. There we go.
Sometimes you gotta take the bull by its own horns, and that's what Josh Alexander tried to do right there.
He took the bull, he grabbed the horns, and he shoved it right up,
until your brother gets out here, this is a family.
He's exempt. I'm not. He's exempt. I'm not.
Right.
But gentleman George is actually getting his hair dabbed. Is that what it is? I can already see the influence on that sneaky French piece of trash.
Well,
Mr. Ulala already. Look, petting his hair, this is the stuff, you don't think about it when you're out there. This is the stuff that just, I tell people this all the time. It took me the longest time out of the Blanchard Brothers to warm up to that piece of garbage.
Right, I remember that. You were questioning it for the whole way, and then it just seemed to be working out.
He did everything right, and this is the master. I'm not saying master of manipulation, but master of patience. That guy, he took 2 years to pull a fast one on me. I'll give him his the way he just can wait for something like that. That's
a lot of guys with that kind of thing in mind. He drew us all in, Jerry. He did all in, and when it finally came time for him to turn his back on you, I almost felt bad because I believed him. I think you can relate to that.
I can relate. I believe you. And gentleman George is having his way with this kid in the corner now. Fool me once, shame on you. That whole gimmick. Right. But I'll tell you right now, it's not shame on you. It's going to be a butt whooping for this young kid if he can't muster something. But what like you were saying, I believed in him. He chipped away and made me a believer, so I understand we were all duped. But I can tell you this right now. Villains in their mind don't know what they're doing is wrong. Exactly. It's justified, and I think that's where he's at right now.
We've both been on that side of the fence, so we can both understand that. But by the same token, it was actually it was out of left field. Although now I think about it, why should it have been? I mean, Mr. Ulala has been pretty much the same guy ever since he broke into DOA Pro Wrestling.
He wants to talk about how we didn't visit him in the hospital, and that's a bunch of bull. That's a bunch of bull. And for him to sit there and say, really what happened was he couldn't handle the pressure of actually managing the best tag team in the Northwest in the last 10 years. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the pressure. He didn't like all these people telling him how good he was. He didn't like all the pressure of having to walk people to their cars. He didn't like doing autographs.
Well, right now, speaking of pressure, right there you see the benefit of having other members of the Tea Party at ringside. Not that they have to do what they're doing for this young guy.
Young Jarrell has his work cut out for him. I mean, that guy's no one you want to mess with to begin with, which I like the fact he's in there. But I think there's too much distraction for this young man to actually, I just feel he's going to get distracted quite a bit.
Oh, we got a 2 count there, almost a 3. Well, gentleman George, really, like you said, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you.
Absolutely.
And really not a whole lot of offense by Josh Alexander.
There we go.
Once again, just like his partner Nick Radford, operating out of a place of desperation. But right there, a big splash.
And an almost win by Josh Zoolander.
Josh Alexander.
Oh, Alexander. My bad.
Right.
Drop kick to the face right there, which I kind of like to see. Hopefully he gives a nice, there you go, there you go. Use a rook for leverage. No, that's a rookie mistake. You don't hook the leg, you don't get the win.
I mean, I've seen George Michael go at it with guys like Thunder and no disqualification matches. I'm not a guy like that.
How many years did that guy battle Thunder and CC? How many years did that guy battle just the top babyface in town?
Exactly.
For years. Okay, this guy knows what he's doing in the ring, and he's actually teasing this young buck.
He's playing with him right now. He's got his way with him. He's taunting him.
He's taunting him as he's punching him.
Well, how many young guys has George Michael been in the ring where...
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. I've done this. I've been in the ring with a guy like this, and I've done this, and I've actually got a kind of a scare. It's actually trying to bite me in the butt, like right now.
There, exactly.
Come on, fire up, kid. Come on, you got it. Come on.
Definitely trying to. Kick to the gut. Another one.
Here he comes up the ropes.
Big swinging neckbreaker.
This could be it. This could be it.
Goes for the cover. Almost gets a 3 count. We almost had a huge upset.
That would have been a big boost for this kid's career. Huge boost for this kid's career right now. Right now, he's fighting like a man possessed, really.
I'm telling you, he's got something to prove to all of the fans of DOA Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, he sure is.
And to Gentleman George and the rest of the Tea Party.
Oh, yeah. Let's,
A little taunting by Josh Alexander.
Yeah,
Look at the look of determination on his face, Jeremy Blanchard.
I know, man. I mean, that's the most refreshing thing about this match is see a kid come to life like this during a match. To finally sort of have that light halfway gone. We know. There we go. That's what I want to hear. I'm the type of guy, if I slap you, you're going to hear it, and I want to hear it.
Well, we heard it there. Oh. Wait a minute. Does he have something?
I couldn't see it.
Did he have something
I couldn't see it.
In his hand there? He's well known for hiding foreign objects in the ring.
Let's call it a spade. Spade is a D-bag. All right, Gentleman George is a D-bag.
Well, those are definitely strong words from the DOA heavyweight champion.
All right, let me tell you something. I'm not saying he's not a great competitor, and I'm not saying that he couldn't win a title on his own merit without doing the tactics he does, because he could. But he chooses to be a D-bag with all the talent in the world. That's why he's a D-bag.
Well, you can't argue with results, though. Right now, he's got...
You're right.
He's got Josh Alexander now.
And he has the Fifi philosophy running through his brain right now. And I know what that can do, because it's happened to me over and over and over again. I heard that stupid philosophy in my head every move that I made. When I tried to make 2 moves ahead, I heard that stupid philosophy.
Well, and what kind of philosophy says I'm going to go ahead and turn my back on the DOA heavyweight champion because he didn't call me, he didn't visit me in the hospital in France?
Little do I know that was his motive. But
right now, George Michael unloading with the heavy artillery sends Alexander into the corner. And taking his time now, Gentleman George methodically trying to punish this kid, trying to teach him a lesson, or even possibly daring to think he could compete with this wily veteran.
You know, Gentleman George is a journeyman, and he's definitely taken this apprentice to school. I can tell you this right now. But Gentleman George has known to be overly cocky.
Well, I think he's doing that right now, Jeremy. Look out.
Yeah.
And he missed.
Yeah, there we go.
Too much time. Neckbreaker.
That's it.
Gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. Did he get it? No, he just barely kicked out. Wow.
Wait a minute. I saw a 3 count.
Well, you know what? Jarrell's making the right call here. And I'm going to say this right now, as having been a referee here, I saw the shoulders come up just a split second.
Yeah.
A split second before, and now he nails him. Did he have something in his hand? And he had the count.
He had to.
Jarrell Nelson had no choice but to count it. He obviously didn't see it. I couldn't honestly see it as well, but he hit him with 1 shot. Well, and got the victory.
I can safely say this, being in the ring with Gentleman George Michaels, if he only got hit with 1 shot, it's a loaded shot. In the story.
All right, well, he's going to raise his hand. Jarrell Nelson raising the hand of victory. Wait a minute. He found something in his elbow pad.
Oh!
He did have something in his hand.
So I got like ESPN. I'm an ESP.
Well, what is referee Jarrell Nelson going to decide here?
Nice. I heard it.
Look at that.
He's going to switch the decision.
How about that? A huge upset.
I'm telling you, this is a day that Josh Zoolander can put down on his calendar. That one of the biggest days of his professional wrestling career.
Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and the referee, Jarrell Nelson, much to his credit, reversing the decision, and let's say that is the first win for either member of Next Gen in DOA, so congratulations to him. But now, in the ring, Jarrell Nelson, who, of course, we didn't talk about this, he's got a petition filed to be reinstated to DOA wrestling.
See, here comes my brother. Here comes my brother, and yeah, of course you're going to scatter like cockroaches when my brother comes into town.
Well, Jarrell Nelson rips off the shirt. He's in great shape.
Yeah,
he looks ready to come back.
Look at that. That kid looks like $1 million. That kid is chiseled out of stone. That's a Greek god right there.
I'll tell you what, he's the best looking referee in all of professional wrestling.
I think Gentleman George bit off something he can't chew right now. You know, he bit off too much.
I'm just kidding. I just know you're doing your job the best you can. I'm just kidding. Let's just go bygones. Let's do it. Let's let bygones be bygones.
I was looking for this, but you don't have it. So you screwed it all up. I was trying to purposely look. I know nothing.
Surround my main man Jarrell right here. But when Double B Double Bad comes walking out, now y'all want to whistle a different tune. How about right now? The 2 y'all wrestle the 2 of us.
Whoa!
What a challenge! Hold on a second. A challenge thrown out by Bubba Blanchard for a tag team match, but we don't even know if Jarrell Nelson has been reinstated into DOA yet.
Don't get too excited, because as I revealed last month, I hold power of attorney over the Blanchard brothers'
Power of attorney. You know, the Blanchard two brothers have a really good lawyer on retainer.
Well, I'm sure you'll get that figured out. But
last week or a month ago, whatever the hell it was, look at my main man Jarrell right here. Look how put together he is. I'll take a powder. I'll take a powder. Y'all can fight him one-on-one for you referee in here, and y'all wait your turn one-on-one. And I guarantee you that boy right there will whip the hell out of y'all.
I looked through it, Terry and I went through it, tons of signatures. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Tons of fake signatures. All of those signatures were by him. George Michael. And if you win, you're reinstated as a wrestler.
There we go. That's something.
well, that's a big news right there. Darrell Nelson is one step closer to being reinstated to DOA Pro Wrestling as an active competitor.
Because the Tea Party, we need our own partner. We need
I'll agree to it if it's on. If it's on, you got to kill the microphone. I'll agree to it. But if you think for 1 second that state Englishman's going to beat me, you got another thing coming.
So there it is, a challenge laid down for June 22nd. Star Spangled Showdown.
Star Spangled Showdown.
Jarrell Nelson against Gentleman George. If Jarrell wins, he's back in DOA. If George wins,
I got my money on Jarrell.
Owns the contract. Jarrell Nelson.
I would love that. Yeah. Just love to own another contract.
All right, well, all right, we're going to get ready for the Double B Ranch fans. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The fans and the wrestlers. Wow. Okay, well, when they love you, and when they hate you, they really hate you. Fans will show up no matter what. That same group of hardcore fans coming and loving every match, wanting to see blood, also wanting to see the best wrestling that you can see. You know what I mean? That's the thing with DOA is you're not just getting a hardcore fed, you're not just getting, a spot fest fed, you're not just getting, an old school fed. You're getting every kind of wrestling you could possibly think of into one promotion.
DOA shows are something else. We have a special breed of fans. We really have a special breed of fans. I really love inspiring their hatred. I am not happy until I have somebody standing up out of their chair, mad at me and trying to get in that ring and trying to kick my ass because I have made them so angry. That is my jam.
The idea, it's all about the kids. When it comes down to it, I mean, most parents only go because they're taking their kids. I mean, it's entertainment, and it's all about larger than life. I just remember when I was a kid. I try to think of when I was a kid. What was fascinating about it when I was a kid. So I try to relate that of just flipping it on the other side. Now, I am what they're coming to see, and, the idea is to go out there and give it 100%. I don't care if there's 10 people out there or 10,000 people. I'm going to give it just as much of 100%.
If you guys get into it, that just makes us want to work harder. Say if they keep cheering me, I want to do better, like the next time or that very moment.
As wrestlers, we see a lot of these same faces. We point out a guy like that guy, he's really easy. You just give him a glance, or he'll yell at you, or you go, oh, this guy over here, go ahead and talk to his wife for a minute, or give her a wink, and he's, oh, you piece of shit, you get out, And so you see these people, and so I think there's kind of that, they get to know us, and then we start to get to know them. And so I think they almost kind of enjoy it. They know, like, they're going to come to a show, oh yeah, Jonas, he's going to be making mean to me, or or Ethan, he's going to try and hit on my wife, So I think there's kind of that, they feel like they belong, they don't feel out of place.
And that's where my payoff is, the adrenaline I get from them when I can come through that curtain and the fans are going crazy because for that one split moment, all their worries are gone, all their day-to-day life stuff, you know, whether it's the kid is dreading having to go back to school and has homework to do later in the night, he's forgetting about that at that moment, or whether his or her mom or dad has bills to pay the next day, they're forgetting about that for that time that they're watching my match or watching the show, as I am. Because of them, I'm forgetting about it too at that particular time, and that is the biggest reward of it all.
I understand you have a few questions for your Tea Party.
Yeah, I do have a couple questions for the Tea Party. I got a couple questions for the Tea Party, I'm sure. So, a couple comments and a couple questions for the Tea Party. A couple recommendations. Did Gentleman George leave?
I'm sorry.
Watch him, oh, he's getting ready for his match? Okay. All right. Hey, there he is. I didn't know if you were part of this one. Oh, you need some high-quality H2O to replenish that awesome physique of yours? Yeah?
Shoulders like boulders.
Shoulders like boulders. Shoulders like boulders. Okay, so first and foremost, let's clarify something about the Tea Party. You guys have got off to quite the start, haven't you? Because it seems to me like there's some overcompensation going on. Because ironically enough, you got Jonas over here who was trained by none other than Lance Storm, who just happens to be a great wrestler. Jonas happens to be a great wrestler. It just so happens that Lance Storm had about as much charisma as my right pinky, and so does Jonas. And then you went for the Tea Party and you ain't got Gentleman George Michael. I'm telling you this right now, he looks like Bruce Jenner without any makeup, and on top of that, he looks like a 3-year-old brother. No! Don't you dare think I forgot about you, you French fried fairy! Who the hell do you think you are? Did you do what you did on purpose to Eric White? Did you concoct that plan all on your own and commit it?
Well, you know, I accidentally threw the towel in the MJ's family because we all know that a woman's touch has no effect on me whatsoever. You are gay! 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 You know what else I need intentionally, Mama? What? Last month, when Ethan HD and I destroyed your brother's ankle, you remember watching that?
That shit was eared up for nothing all those years.
Fair enough. But, so that you wouldn't fall victim to the same kind of attack, that's why you're on the shelf now via the contracts I signed doing the WWE match. Not the animal caveats.
No one cares.
Should you happen? Should you happen? Should you happen?
Let's get a real PA so Kevin can have his home karaoke system.
Should you happen to put your hands on myself or any member of the Tea Party, you will be banned from DOA for life.
Yeah, Bubba. Yeah, you heard that, huh? Yeah, look at that on that.
More than a couple of those stipulations. More than a couple of those stipulations. And I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now. In your lifetime, you're lucky your family, because in your lifetime, if you ever even dream about touching Jeremy Blanchard again, you better wake up and call us, text us, email us, face to us, and apologize. Because if you ever touch my brother again, I'll kill you.
Tea Party, George Michael, Tea Party. But there's someone else out here last week I think we might have a seat for. So let me bring out AJ tried to foil our plan, but luckily, I was able to manipulate this woman's feeble little mind, because we all know that women can't think for themselves, right? You are gay! 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 I am quite happy that she was gay! I am quite happy! So this is the gist of the marriage campaign. This little pipsqueak of a husband and wife can go to the back, but we have one more seat open for a lady in the tea party. We need a name to pull that counter to swallow our and to take care of all of our every need.
Tea party, huh? Well, I will say one thing. We do love the party. And my daughter, she's 5. She likes tea parties a lot. When it comes to partying, we're sticking with the high five. Hey, Jonas, you look like you're bored. So I think I'm gonna do So, I want you right now to get in the ring against him.
All right, DOA Commissioner Kevin Johnson has made another match here. It's going to be Pat Large against Jonas Albert Robinson, and Kevin Grant is kicking the rest of the Tea Party members back to the dressing room where he's actually he's actually kicking George back to the dressing room, saying he doesn't have a manager's license, which is true.
The human missile crisis, Pat Large! This match is going to follow the 30 time limit. Your referee, Chris Lineker.
All right, we are about ready to ring the bell on this one. A great matchup between Pat Large of MJ's Classy and Jonas Robinson of the newly formed Tea Party.
Get to come back. Pretty rad.
And once again at ringside, joining me, G-Shot. And we've got a good one on our hands now.
The high five.
A lot of things have been talked about here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, do you want to fill me in? Because I'm kind of confused.
Okay, well, we've got George Michael in a match with Jarrell Nelson to determine whether or not Jarrell Nelson gets to return to DOA or whether or not Mr. Uwala gets to own his contract.
I like Jarrell's chances.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just from a physical appearance standpoint, I have never seen Jarrell Nelson look better, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
he looks ready to come back.
That kid does look like $1 million, that's for sure.
And speaking of ready, and that match, by the way, will take place on June 22nd, right back here at the Moose Lodge, 16411 Northeast Halsey.
What match?
The match between George and Jarrell.
Oh, all right.
So we've got our first match signed for Star Spangled Showdown right back here in the Moose Lodge on June 22nd.
Well, Jonas doing what he does best, talking
and inciting the fans' fury. Go behind Patrick. The smaller of the two competitors, he's going to have to rely on his team cooking, which he has in abundance. But right now, using his leverage and his height ability. Oh, nicely done, though. Reversing the throw into a throw of his own.
Well, I brought back one of Pat's old nicknames. He likes the Human Missile Crisis. He's turned a new leaf, got some new theme music. We'll go with the Human Missile Crisis.
Well, right now, he's got a look of determination on his face, and that's got to stem from the successful campaign that MJ's Posse had at our last event.
But there is no more MJ's Posse. It's the high five.
It's the high five, so that's official.
Well, I mean, Pat said it, so might as well be, right? I don't think you need to like go get a patent or anything.
Irish whip reversed and holding onto the ropes.
Whoa!
Back up, and Patrick Large hitting the floor hard as Jonas Robinson celebrates in the ring a little bit.
Nobody ever said Jonas wasn't a smart wrestler.
Well, he was trained by one of the greats of our business, Lance Storm.
Oh. I mean, that's one thing that people don't know. He was trained by Lance Storm, but I also had a hand in it, so I taught him everything he knows. Lance was just there.
Oh, I see that. That's how it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Up to the top rope goes Pat Large, and Chris Lineker being used by Robinson as a shield. And he pulls Patrick off of the top rope. Now puts him back up there. What's he going to do? Large blocks the shot, delivers a couple of his own, grabs the hand, and throws him again.
What a lucha arm drag right there.
Uh-oh. As Pat Large looked to be a human missile right there, and Robinson got out of the way.
Taking a powder.
And Pat Large is not going to stand for it. He's on the apron.
Just get out of the way.
And he misses with the dive. Uh-oh. Fireman's carry. This could be bad news.
Well, so much for Pat.
Nicely done by Jonas Robinson. High impact move right on the part of the ring that you never want to land on.
Yeah, the apron is the hardest part of the ring since that's where the metal is. There's no wood, there's no padding, it's just metal and canvas.
And Jonas has used it to his advantage to gain momentum here. As you said, nobody ever accused him of not being intelligent in that ring. He knows exactly what he's doing, and you have to at all times.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything more than necessary to win.
Yeah, no bells and whistles with this guy. Just solid athletic ability with a little bit of chicanery thrown in.
Yeah, there's some tomfoolery to his game.
And he ducks under the big right hand attempt by Patrick Large, delivers some heavy boots to the midsection, cinches him up and takes him up and over with a hard suplex.
That was textbook.
And instead of going for the cover, he floats a little bit, and that is no kind of cover that's going to beat Patrick Large.
A little paintbrush right now.
Well, Patrick Large fighting back, firing up. But he's caught, and a gutbuster.
That's one thing about Pat Large. He's got more heart than brains sometimes.
Sometimes he does. That's why we call him the human missile crisis.
Yep, throws
he's fun to watch.
win.
He's fun to watch in the ring, and sometimes his decisions can have disastrous consequences.
Jonas going for a springboard. I don't think that's a smart idea.
Speaking of disastrous, well, teasing it a little bit maybe.
Looking like a 49ers puncher right there. Extra point kicker, I suppose.
Well, it looks like he was going to hit the ball through the uprights with that one. And getting a little too cocky in there, I think. You really don't want to test Patrick Large's stamina.
No,
his conditioning in the cardiovascular area is phenomenal.
But he is doing what he should be doing, and that's grounding Pat Large.
And you're exactly right. That's a great strategy. You don't want Pat Large being able to use his aerial maneuvers. And Jonas Robinson has got a great hold for keeping him down on the mat and wearing him down. But right now, Pat Large trying to elbow out of it. He broke the hold. Into the ropes. Ducks under. And is met with a boot again.
Uh-oh. Oh, with a cravat suplex.
Wow. You don't see that one very often.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Taunting Bubba Blanchard, who is the master of the suplex.
Yeah, I think Bubba wouldn't do a cravat suplex just simply because he would rip the guy's head off when he did it.
I never thought that was a consideration for Bubba.
No, it probably isn't, but Bubba watches Japanese tapes. He doesn't watch European tapes, so he doesn't.
And right now on the outside with the referee distracted, here comes Mr. Ulala, and Mary Jane heads him off at the pass right there. I don't know what Mr. Ulala thinks he can do in terms of interfering in a match. The guy's 120 pounds soaking wet with a brick in his pocket.
Well, doesn't that beret weigh like 8 pounds?
Well, there you go.
Is it loaded?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know Mr. Ulala that well anymore.
Well, neither do I. I'm just asking because I don't want to touch his head.
Slam and head first down onto that hard apron once again. And right now he's really toying with him, and he really shouldn't be.
That's not such a smart idea because Pat's got an extra gear, and when he hits it, you'll see it.
And right now, Jonas really needs to set something up. Well, looks like he's going for. He's got the hair. He's got probably a handful of face. Now he's really just toying with him. He's just waiting. Well, the longer you wait, the more opportunity your opponent has to get a move on you or take advantage of a mistake.
Well, he's putting Pat where Pat belongs, and that's on the top rope, so not such a good idea.
Trying to cinch him up for a superplex of some sort. Large fights out of it. Up to the top rope. Big flying clothesline takes Jonas Robinson down. Back to his feet. There's that second gear, G-Shock, that you were talking about. I told you.
Here it comes. Spinning heel kick.
Sends him in. Big back heel kick.
Pat needs to keep it up.
He needs to. I'll see right there. He needs to really go up, and what he's going to do, he's got to do it. Don't worry about what the fans are saying. I mean, the adulation is great, but it's not going to help you out. Although he does hit a fantastic missile drop kick.
Right to that surgically repaired face of Jonas Albert Robinson.
It took something out of Patrick Large, too, because he landed right on his back. Might have taken the wind out of him. Again, a calculated decision where you don't know if the risk is worth the reward.
Yeah, that is sort of the story of Pat Large.
Well, what's he doing? He's giving him too much time in the corner, and he gets caught up.
Got hooked in the trio well.
Jonas positioning him now for a big move off the top rope. What's he doing?
I have no idea.
Well, whatever it is not going to bode well for Patrick Large. What's he going to try to give him a backbreaker?
That's what it would appear. He's been working that midsection.
Backbreaker on the top rope.
Well, that was innovative.
That was definitely innovative. You can't take anything away from Jonas Robinson's wrestling ability. Why he chooses to align himself with somebody like Mr. Ulala, I have no idea. Almost got the 3 count there.
Pat's got to get something going quick.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know what, even with his second gear, I don't know with his intestinal fortitude if Patrick Large can handle much more of his punishment.
Well, Jonas does not go to the top.
No, he doesn't. Not very well. And Patrick Large up before he can get a chance to do whatever it was he thought he was going to do. As he tried to get Jonas with a kick to the head, it looked like.
10 minutes gone.
He completely missed it.
10 minutes gone.
And off the top with a DDT.
That's got to be it.
That's got to be it. He hooks the legs. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Well,
and winner of the match, Mr. DDT, Jonas Albert Robinson.
He claims to know 150 or so ways to apply a DDT, and that's one of them right there. And whether you like it or not, your victor in this match, representing the Tea Party, is Jonas Albert Robinson. Don't go away, fans. We'll be back with more great action. It's DOA Doomsday on DOA Pro Wrestling.
I've seen it progress a lot, like over the 5 years. I've seen it become just like this hardcore company, blood and guts, to actually like something that's like, it has something for everybody. I actually see it progressing a whole lot more to where we up our values, like we've been upping our values with not only in wrestling wise, but also video work. Also as well, the DOA Wrestling School is coming up quite nicely, so we have a lot of up-and-comers from that will hopefully eventually be coming out from there. So I actually see it flourishing a whole lot.
I think it just continues to grow from there because people have an amazing time at these shows and they tell their friends, and their friends are like, I don't know, like, well, just come to one. and they come and like, oh my god, this is amazing. These guys are up close. They're yelling at me. I'm yelling at them. And so I think that's how DOA continues to grow, is just a lot of word of mouth.